This is the first time in the history of FFD that civil society has been shut out of negotiations. We reject these modalities. FfD4 Seville's legacy will be the shrinking of civil society space. While FfD4 is expected to reinforce and renew prior commitments and existing efforts, especially those of the Addis Ababa Action Agenda, we are concerned that the section on global financing framework fails to take a structural approach in addressing systemic issues. The text makes little to no mention, particularly of the human rights and fundamental freedom of women and girls in all their diversity, nor the continued violation of the rights of workers, migrants, indigenous communities, people by descent, people with disabilities, and other disproportionately affected marginalized communities. Gender equality and the empowerment of women and girls has been merely instrumentalized and mentioned in a tokenistic way without recognizing the structures that perpetuate discrimination and inequalities for women and girls. Given the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and Platform for Action and the global trend on the rollback of gender equality rights, it is essential that the outcome document prioritizes a gender transformative approach and recognizes it as key to achieving sustainable development. Feminists demand a systems approach that addresses the deeply patriarchal root causes of the crises and prioritizes rights-based development programming. We demand transformative structural solutions toward the objective of gender and race equity, including through scaling up non-debt creating public financing, gender-responsive and transformative solutions across all dimensions of sustainable development. There is an urgency to reverse the neocolonial, neoliberal patterns for equitable financing for the Global South and usher in a just, equitable, and transformative financial architecture that is based on care, justice, and reparations. Specifically, we call for incorporating a feminist approach to fiscal policies to achieve sufficient financing that guarantees women's human rights and substantive equality between women and men and between and within countries. We call for a UN Convention framework on tax and an explicit reference to global and domestic tax reform to raise revenue through progressive tax systems that guarantee and promote women's and girls' rights. We call for a UN Convention on Sovereign Debt for a multilateral debt resolution, which entails debt renegotiation processes and debt relief, including cancellation of all odious and illegitimate debt burdens. Lastly, we call on FfD4 to recognize the crucial role of feminist organizations and civil society in shaping, implementing, and monitoring financial and fiscal policies. Their effective inclusion is imperative to ensure greater accountability and transparency in all processes and to ensure transformative solutions that effectively respond to the realities of those most affected. Thank you.